This channel is for adults and not for kids. Hey guys, thanks for stopping back by. Today I wanted to show you guys my new Neca Warduke figure. And this is a really, really cool figure. So, as a little kid growing up, I loved the artwork of Frank Frazetta. He's still my favorite artist to this day. And what I loved about Warduke was that I felt this was the closest we were ever going to get to a Frank Frazetta Death Dealer action figure. I always loved Warduke's look. I'll show you where it all started from. Oh, he's tiny, huh? So this is my original Warduke from LJN, released in 1983. And this is one of my favorite action figures from childhood. I love this thing. And, you know, in junior high, I played Dungeons and Dragons a lot and into high school. And I always loved Warduke. He was the coolest. So I got him in 1983 when they released him. What's funny is I can still remember I got him in 1983 for my birthday. And my dad took me out and bought me an Atari 2600. And in the Toys R Us, they had just unpacked these and put them on the pegs. And I grabbed one of these. And I was more excited. This shows you that I'm just not a video game guy. I was more excited to come home and open up the little monster action figure of Warduke than I was for playing with the Atari. I liked the Atari, but it gathered dust compared to the adventures I had with this Warduke figure. So that is my original 1983 Warduke. And now, guys, Neca continues to do the Lord's work. This is the brand new Neca Warduke figure. And you can tell they basically took the little figure and just updated him, gave him tons of detail. Let me show you the box first. This is his box he comes with. Some cool artwork. If you guys want to read about Warduke, you can pause it and read that. Okay, so let's take a look at him. When I was little, I always imagined what Warduke looked like underneath his helmet, and I pictured it as either a skull or just nothing, you know, just blackness, like a ring wraith. Just those glowing eyes. You know what? Let me take him off the tripod. He comes with this really cool flaming sword. Tons of detail. he has this big removable blade that fits into the sheath here. And he has another one here that fits on this little gold chain that hangs from his belt. And he's got this big sheath for his sword. This fire piece can be taken off the sword. I heated up the flame effect with a hairdryer and it slipped right onto the sword. Let's see. But yeah, in my mind as a kid, this was the closest we were ever going to get to a Frank Frazetta Death Dealer sort of action figure. Let me move the old school one. He's pretty tall too. I will compare him to some other fantasy action figures so you guys can see how tall he is. Here he is with the Mezco Conan. Would be a cool fight. He's way bigger than Conan. Way taller than the Mezco 112 Conan the Barbarian. The Frazetta Conan. And let's see, who else can we compare him to? Damn, Conan looks like a little tiny kid next to him. Here's one of those new gladiator chicks. I forget who makes these. Could be Conan's girlfriend. She's even a little taller than Conan. This Warduke is like very formidable compared to them. Let's see. I forget this one's name. This is from Loose Collector, or I think they also call themselves Executive Replicas. I forget her name. She's a succubus. She's a big titty succubus figure. I mean, yeah, you're not gonna find her at the action figure store listed as big titty succubus, but I mean that's what she is. Loose Collector makes her, and he's taller than her. Okay, next up, let's show you what He looks like next to some mythic legions. And these mythic legions figures are pretty big. And he dwarfs them also. Shambling forth from the grave. So he's taller than he's the tallest one here. I love what Neca is doing. I know that Randy is an action figure nerd himself and a monster lover, and it's cool that he knows to take the favorite figures of yesterday and to update them, like the Flash Gordon and Ming the Merciless figures they did. And it's cool that they did Warduke. I'm just curious as to what else they'll do. Wow, it is really raining outside. Crom. So he comes with a short sword, a big pig sticker, dagger, this long sword that you can fit the fire effect in. He also comes with some more replaceable hands. He's got a pointing hand for pointing at his enemies. He comes with a gripping armored left hand. And a weapon holding right hand, in case you want to hold both swords, two swords at the same time. Do you guys remember Warduke? This figure is so nice that Neca did. The paint job on the metal scales of his armor is really nice. I'm curious as to what else Neca is going to do with this license. What's that other dude they have coming out? Grimsword. who has like a snake motif armor. But those are really the only two. I know that Neca did some retro style D&D figures that look like the LJN ones, but I would like it if they could continue with this updating of the figures. Neca is one of my favorite action figure companies in the game right now. I love Neca, Mezco, the stuff that Super 7 puts out, the stuff that the Four Horsemen put out, like the Mythic Legions. Neca has really upped their game in the QC department. When Neca started out, they were doing figures sort of like McFarlane, in so much that they were awesome sculpts with not lots of articulation. And then they started making their figures more articulated, but they had quality control issues, and a lot of figures would break when you tried to fucking move them. It seems that Neca has addressed that issue as, you know, as the years progressed. It seems like I don't know if they switched factories or what they did, but I haven't had a NECA figure break on me in years now. And that's that's welcomed, because nothing sucks more than buying a $40 Predator figure and then you go to move the wrist and it snaps off, or, you know, a NECA alien and you go to pose him and the leg breaks off at the hip. I haven't had that shit happen in a long time. And this Warduke figure, he's got a lot of range of motion, and it doesn't feel cheap. I mean, you'd hope so, because after shipping, this is like a $50 figure. I had one on order from Big Bad Toy Store, and then Amok Time Toys got theirs in first. He's still not in stock at Big Bad Toy Store. So if you want one, you guys can go to Amok Time Toys, like I did, and pick him up. They also, I think they have the Grim Sword in stock too right now. Let's put your evil succubus girlfriend next to you. She's a cool figure too. It's like from the Lady Dead mythos or something. Hell Witch, that's her name. Fuck, it took forever to remember that. But you'll always be big titty succubus to me. Yeah, Hell Witch. I got her at Big Bad Toy Store. They do have her in stock right now. But yeah, thanks for stopping back by, guys. If you're into fantasy figures... Damn, you can't see Conan's face. If you're into fantasy figures, or you love Dungeons and Dragons, you're a fan of Warduke, or Frank Frazetta art, or just cool action figures in general, I would suggest picking this guy up. I don't know how long he'll be around for. It's a really cool looking figure. And like I said in the beginning, it's so neat to see, you know, where it came from and where it is now. It's very cool. But yeah, that is a little look at my Warduke and my old Warduke. What did you guys imagine he looked like underneath that helmet? Like I said, I always pictured him as either a skull with flaming red eyes, or like a ring wraith, one of the Nazgul, just like a black shadow underneath that helmet. I mean, I suppose he could just be a hardened badass of a dude with a normal face, but what fun is that? I always imagined him as some sort of magical, fantastic creature of darkness. Anyway, thanks for stopping back by, guys. And I will check in with you shortly to show you some more cool stuff. In just the shake of a 20-sided die. I'll see you guys in a little while. Okay, thanks for stopping by. Bye.